Hi girls, it's Clancy, and today I decided to do another Glam and Glossip because I figured I haven't done one in months. And Glam and Glossip is basically just like a Q&A type video. I decided to put like a cute little name to it, you know, whatever. But yeah, basically it's just where basically you guys leave comments on the previous video that I do for the next video. So for example, you leave comments, any questions that you want to know on this video, and I answer it in the next one, you know what I mean? So try not to do repeats though, because you know, I just want that to be, you know, the case. But yeah, so you guys from the last Glam and Glossip asked really good questions, and so many of them, and I wanted to answer so many more than I picked because I put them on my no, this is an iPhone, this is my iTouch, my phone's a piece of crap. Yeah, let's get over that one. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so many great questions, and keep asking, like, ask down below, anything you want to know, really, like, unique questions. I really, yeah, so basically, I just pick the ones that I like, and also, even some, not that I don't like them, it's just that, like, I'm like, oh, I wouldn't necessarily answer that, but then I'm like, oh, everyone's asking that, why not answer it, you know what I mean? And, let's, be a little quiet in this video, because we have a little baby sleeping in the background. Just kidding, I put myself on mute, but yeah, that's, get Catherine for falling asleep on me. On iChat, okay. Because honestly, it's like what? It's in the middle of the day and you're taking yet another nap. Seriously, I hate you. Just kidding. And she's just fast asleep. She has no idea I'm like talking behind her back. Actually in front of her face right now. It's in front of her face. Anyways, okay, yeah, so everyone can just, you know, it's my friend Catherine. Okay. So basically, let's you know, get this started. All my questions, because I feel like I picked kind of a lot. Because I just couldn't not do that. What made you decide to start YouTube? Honestly, I decided to start YouTube out of boredom, which goes to show that everything happens for a reason, because I remember it was the summer before 9th grade, in 8th grade, you know, that summer, and I was just so bored. All of my friends were like, I don't even know, like, I just don't know, I just felt so bored and like lonely, and I was just like, honestly, I have nothing to do in this world, and then I was just like, honestly, why not just do this? Like, it just seemed so much fun, and it was honestly just out of boredom, and it was out of something bad, you know what I mean? Being lonely and bored, you know what I mean? And something so great came out of it. Which really brings me to my point that everything really does happen for a reason, because if I wasn't bored, if I was having a great summer, if everything was going great, I would have never done it, you know what I mean? So that just goes to show that everything happens for a reason. Oh, I love this question. I was like, honestly, good job to the person who, like, really original. I've never heard this question before. Have you ever thought that maybe you were adopted? And honestly, yes. Well, no, it's not that I thought it, but like I was just such a weird little kid. Like I always like was bored or whatever, and so I would always make up like weird games or like just do weird stuff. So I guess like for like my own entertainment, I always like just really like wanted to spice up my life, and like I wanted to be adopted so badly, and it's like I wanted to figure out that like my parents were actually hiding it from me, and that like I was really adopted from like a whole other set of parents that I didn't even know I had, and we were gonna reunite one day. It was just this whole big like fantasy in my head. I remember I was like, ha ha ha, like this definitely happened. And then I remember my mom like showing me like pictures of like holding me in the hospital or whatever, and I was like, darn it, like that's really like that's like a big sign that they're my parents if like she was holding me the day I was born, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, you know what, it was definitely a whole other baby. It was definitely, I'm adopted, it just has to be so. But now that I'm like older, I don't think that's the case. What is one thing you would change about yourself if you could? Oh, I would probably change the fact that I have like a problem. No, I don't really have a problem, but like I get mad at people so easily, and then I'm just like, bye. Like I just drop them for like a few months. Like it's so weird. Like the littlest thing will happen, and I'll just be like, all right, we're not friends, and I just don't care. I'm like, honestly, I don't need them. Like, okay, like, honestly, like, there's being independent, but then there's me. And, like, and I get too angry too easily, and then I just drop. Like, it all kind of leads into, like, one little, like, web of things. Like, being too independent, getting mad really easily, and then just, like, being like, all right, I hate everyone. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's uncalled for. My mentality is right. Because, honestly, it is right. But it goes too far, because honestly, you cannot let yourself become dependent on any person in your life. You have to be at a point in your life where if any single person, this is going to sound so bad, this is how I think, if any single person that you know in your life were to die, leave, or something like that, you have to be at a point where you'd be like, okay, whatever, because they don't matter. Like, that sounds so bad, but like, it's true, because honestly, now I'm at a really great point where I'm just like on the road of myself, where it's just not gonna matter. That, I sound like such a bad person right now. Like, this question should not have been asked because I can't even explain it. But, like, isn't that true, though? I mean, it's kind of bad. It's like, I think it's a problem or something. But, like, it is true. Like, you cannot be dependent on anyone in your life because people are just gonna let you down, quite frankly. Just kidding. Do you plan on getting tattoos? No, I do not. I feel like if I were to get a tattoo, it would be because I'm bored or, like, I want, like, a little change in my life. Like, oh, you know, like, whatever. You know what I mean? If you want to get a tattoo, that's fine, honestly. But I just feel like there's no point in it, personally. But, I just feel like if I were to do it, I would regret it personally. Oh my gosh, why does it smell like cologne? Do not know, but I promise you, I'm not wearing cologne right now because that'd be weird, and I'm actually wearing perfume. It's great. Do you wear colored contacts? No, I do not. Do you get good grades in school? Yes, I do. Or, well, I try my very hardest, which, you know, that's all that matters. No, but, like, you know, good grades. Yeah. What part of Ireland is your dad from? Because I know a lot of you know my dad was not born here. He just became a citizen quite recently. He was born, though, in Mayo. It's great. It's a great county. What's your favorite gum? Mint. Just anything minty. I cannot stand bubble gum, like, or people who like bubble gum. No, I mean, that's a little extreme. But, like, I cannot stand bubble gum. Bubble gum, I don't know how people like it. Anything minty is just so fresh and ready to go. You know, I don't know. What do you like more, makeup or fashion? And wow, this was a hard one. You really got me, okay? Personally, like, I find fashion more, like, exciting, and, like, I feel like fashion, I'd be more likely to pursue something having to do with fashion than makeup. But if I'm going out, I'd rather go out with, like, a nice face, like, you know, and pajamas, something ugly like that, rather than, like, getting all dressed up and then just being, like, having nothing on my face, you know what I mean? But honestly, like, I like fashion more, I think. I think it's more interesting for me. Personally, I'm not one of those artistic people who, like, likes doing a whole bunch of, like, crazy, like, eye makeup or something like that, like eyeshadow. Like, I'm not like that. So, yeah, definitely fashion. Definitely fashion. Yeah, fashion. It's all fashion. How did you first know you had a severe allergy? Because I'm sure a lot of you know about my anaphylaxia. But honestly, if I were to explain the story of when I first found out, it would probably take up about an hour. Okay, not really an hour, but it would take up a really long time. But if you would like me to, I can post a whole entire video explaining that tragic night that I almost died. In December. It was awful, and no one believed me. Worst feeling ever. And honestly, wow, I almost died that night, and it was crazy, and no one believed me. Everyone said I was a baby. Oh my gosh, Clancy, no, like, you're just being over dramatic. Meanwhile, my throat is closing up. I think I'm going to cardiac arrest because that's what anaphylaxia is. You can look it up. But yeah, okay, basically, like, it was just really, 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 really bad night. But yeah, if you want, I can do a video explaining all about that, and all of the panic attacks that followed, because that whole entire year and the next, I literally did not leave my house. Not even kidding, unless it was to go to the hospital, because the hospital was the only place that I felt safe. So I would have these awful panic attacks. I was like, I'm dying, I'm having allergic reaction. Like, it was honestly the worst 2 years of my life. Actually, it wasn't, because they were pretty good years. Well, actually, I didn't go out, though. Like, I remember there was one weekend where I went to the hospital 3 times that weekend because it was the only place I felt safe. Like, I was like a regular in the emergency room, which is not normal. It was, panic attacks are the worst thing that could possibly happen to you. Yeah, so I could do a whole sort of video on all of that. If you want, leave a comment below. Just tell me and let me know, because if you don't want it, then I'm not going to do it, because that's just weird. Okay. Who inspires you to be who you are today? And this question is actually so funny because, honestly, this video, I'm sounding like such a bad person, but nobody. Like, I don't know. I find inspiration from within, not from other people. I sound like such an independent freak in this video, but I really am very independent. I don't find inspiration from a specific person or something like that. I kind of find inspiration from within, from knowing what I should be doing. I mean, there are different things in my life that inspire me. I hear stories about people. I hear things, you know what I mean, different things, but I feel like the best inspiration that you could possibly have is when you find it from within your own self, personally. Honestly, I sound so, like, wow in this video, but it's true. Like, this is the real, this is the me, this is exactly who I'm supposed to be. This is me. You know what that's from? It's from Camp Rock. Okay, I remember that, and I watched that when I was little. It's true. Oh, this inspires me. Yep, looking at this picture. I made this a few months ago with my friend Carly. It actually came out disasterful because I'm such a bad artist, as you all probably know. But I decided to be all creative, and that's the product. If you could live in any era, what would it be and why? Oh, this is a great question. Honestly, if I were to live in any era, it would definitely be the Roaring 20s. It just sounded so happy and carefree or whatever. Everything just was so wonderful. People were just so wonderful. Everything was so happy. You know what I mean? Like, but I would flee that era as soon as the 30s hit, because we all know what happened in the 30s, you know. The Great Depression, if you know what I mean. Stock market crash, if you know what I mean. People killing themselves because of that, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean now, I feel like. But no, seriously, the Roaring 20s, but I'm not stupid, I'm not naive, I'm not ignorant. I know what happened after that. Everything was bad, and really, in the Roaring 20s, people thought everything was good, but in reality, everything was really falling apart. But, if I were to just be all carefree in the 20s and then just leave, if I would be able to have like a little escape route, you know what I mean, for the 30s, that'd be my goal, really. But yeah, the 20s. Do you have a boyfriend? And the next one is, do you want a boyfriend? No, I do not have a boyfriend, and no, I do not want a boyfriend. I mean, okay, this video is making me sound like the most independent freak, but like seriously, I just find relationships kind of pointless. I'm one of those people who's just like, I look at people in relationships and I judge them. I mean, I'm just like, wow, like, that is just so stupid. Like, I just find it a waste of time. Like, why not just live my life? You know what I mean? I just feel like, and having to be glued down to someone, having to talk to them every day, having to I don't know, like, that just sounds like a hassle to me. I mean, if you ask me, I mean, come on, like, I just feel like it'd just be so, like, annoying, and just I have a rigid path of life, and I know where I'm going. I mean, honestly, getting married, that's crazy, because I feel like it's just the most boring thing you could possibly do, which is awful, because, you know, that's what you're supposed to do. But if you do relationships, if you like them, that is awesome, great for you, I'm really happy for you. You know what, that's really, it's great. Good for you, really. Kudos for me to you. No, but seriously, totally fine if you do, you know, great. But just not me. It's just not Clancy. You know what I mean? I'm just too cool for that. Just kidding. Is the way you act on YouTube the way you act in real life? And yes, definitely. I mean, I don't know how I act on YouTube, like, because I'm not putting on an act. I'm just, you know, just being myself, just being like, hey, what's up, like, my name's Clancy. I don't know, like, but if you ask any of my friends, that's exactly how I act, you know what I mean? But yeah, I just like to just be like, whatever. Like, I'm one of those whatever people who's just like, honestly, I don't really care. But there are those times where I'm just quiet and I just don't feel like talking to anyone. I'm just like, honestly, wow, this is a great night. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not always like, bam, like, in like the hyper mode, you know what I mean? Like, obviously I'm gonna have those days where I'm just like, you know, one of those days. But yeah, so I don't put on an act. And the very last question of the day, of the night, of the video, what celebrity would you say you look like? And honestly, I mean, maybe this is just, I think this might be everyone. Personally, like, I'm me. There's no one else that looks like me. But, so, like, personally, like, I don't think I look like anyone. It's just, like, I'm me. Like, I'm Clancy. Like, there's only one of me. Don't even know. Okay. But do you guys want to know who every person in this world on YouTube, I've never gotten this in real life before, but on YouTube, at least 12 times a video, who I get told I look like. Do you want to know? Do you want to know? I get told every second of my life on YouTube that I look like Amanda Bynes. Honestly, we probably couldn't look more different. I mean, no, that's not true, because we have the same color hair, like, skin tone, all that stuff, but, like, we do not look like at all. Amanda and I, no. But, I mean, no, it's not like a bad thing to be called Amanda Bynes. I just don't see it at all. But, so I want to know. Leave a comment below and tell me if you think I look like Amanda Bynes. Because personally, no. I mean, but I feel like if you're comparing someone to someone, you're really gonna, like, compare them and be like, or contrast them, rather, and be like, no, hair, eyes, nose, you know what I mean? So I feel like don't go into, like, that mode. Just be like, if I were to be like, hey, you know what I mean? That type of thing. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, personally, I don't see it at all, and I just think we have look completely different. but I don't know. Tell me what you think, because a lot of you guys say I do look like her. Leave comments on any other questions that you would like me to answer for next time, and I will be sure to do just that. Maybe I'll do it like sooner, because I feel like I waited a really long time to do this again. But yeah, so basically just leave me in the there was another thing that I told you to leave in the comments. Oh, the allergic reaction. Yes, you have 3 things to leave in the comments, guys. That's great. Like, that's wow. Tell me if you want to hear about the allergic reaction story, if I look like Amanda Bynes, or what other celebrity you think I would look like. Oh, do you know who I get told I look like every other, like, besides Amanda Bynes? I don't even know what I didn't even see the Hunger Games, but some girl named Katniss from the Hunger Games or whatever. I couldn't even tell you her name in real life. Honestly, I just googled it and I was like, that's not me, and I X'd out of it. So tell me if you think I look like Katniss from the Hunger Games. I don't know who that is, but you can Google it. I don't know. But tell me if you think I look like her, or just anyone else. Name someone. I mean, come on, that'd be great. And then the third one was, a comment. I mean, question. Leave me a question for next time so that the next video is not boring. Leave me something unique, different, something you want to know, all that. Bam. Okay, so I'll talk to you guys later, and thank you so much for And thank you so much for watching. Bye!